Yes.
Hello everybody.
Hello. Welcome to this short Facebook Live video. It's our third one now.
We're getting experience.
We're getting a bit more loose about it. And today we want to talk to you and do a small demo introduction about bioenergetics. That's something that we do during our workshops and also during individual sessions as well. And we will talk about that today a little bit during this few minutes that we have here online on Facebook. But before we start, maybe it's good if you haven't met us yet, just to introduce ourselves. My name is Tessa, I'm a holistic coach.
My name is Somesh, I'm a psychologist.
And we are the emotional release team. So the workshops that I just mentioned are emotional release workshops that we do. We do small group workshops in which we use a lot of body work with the body and work with the voice, because sometimes just to talk about what's happening inside of us is not enough. So we like to go for expression. And that's why today we're going to show you a little bit about bioenergetics. Anyway, the coming weeks, I want to mention the coming weeks, since we are confined, all of us at home, and we can't do groups at the moment. We're going to introduce you to some of our work in this way, Facebook Lives and on Zoom. Weekly. So
last week we did 40 minutes of shaking and gibberish, which is other two techniques we use a lot. And this time we introduce you to bioenergetics. Bioenergetics analysis or therapy was founded by, the founder was Alexander Lowen, who was a student of Wilhelm Reich. And he developed this body-oriented therapy, through which he invented with other colleagues very useful exercises that they help to discharge the body and the mind from tensions, from fear, and to lower the symptoms of anxiety and symptoms of depression, because whenever our body is contracted or blocked, we experience not a sense of joy or happiness, but we don't feel good with ourselves. And going to break those patterns in the body through the exercise, through different postures that we have, and a particular way of breathing, and eventually sound making, it helps to improve the sense of well-being, of aliveness, and happiness in the body, in ourselves. And this period of time with the crisis with coronavirus, with all this tension and social fears and anxiety that are moving even through the walls, let's say, and in internet, it's very important to dedicate time to the body now that we are at home, and to activities like bioenergetics, which are very helpful and useful.
And Alexander Lowen was quite revolutionary for his time, I believe, as well. And he basically invented these exercises that he described really by practicing so much, looking at the body posture and looking at how the body responds. Together with his wife, he practiced this a lot. Yeah, so it's very interesting. It's really something that came into existence completely organically, let's say. So if you think I'm being distracted here, I'm just trying to share the Facebook live on our page as well, so that more people can come in.
The appointment for the complete session, 1 hour session, will be on Zoom, which is our new virtual studio for workshops, for groups. Last time we really enjoyed very much. We were around 12, and it was very beautiful atmosphere to meet old friends and to meet also new friends. We really enjoyed, and we felt really touched as well. So we are looking forward also for tomorrow. But now let's try bioenergetics together. So I'm going to guide Tessa, and Tessa will be the model for today of 2 simple exercises that you can try to do with us or by yourself, and let's see what it does to you.
And there are exercises that we use on a daily basis actually as well, and that are so simple but so effective. So let's try it out.
Okay. Okay, so we start putting the feet parallel and more or less in line with the shoulders, and the knees a bit bent. You can do also this exercise sitting, but now we do it standing up. First thing, I will suggest you to open the breath, so to start to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And try to breathe all the way down to the belly, so take a few deep breaths. And with the breathe out, to release the mind from thoughts, so to empty the mind and to be present here with your feet firmly on the ground and the knees a bit bent. Very good. And you take your moment, and once you feel present, we do the first position. So we put the hands parallel to the walls, like this is doing. As you can see, the elbows and the arms are relaxed, but the hands, the palms are parallel to the walls. Then keep breathing in this way. You're going to push the shoulders towards the walls. So you don't push backward or forward, but really towards the walls. Only the shoulders. The elbows and the arms, they remain relaxed. And you simply keep the position and you breathe. We are going to stay around 1 minute in this position. Keep breathing. It can be a challenging position for you or comfortable, but it's very useful to lower the tension in shoulders, neck and arms. If after a while it becomes, let's say, challenging, painful or is difficult, then we add an extra important tool, which is the sound making. So to put the stress that you're feeling into a sound, because the positions, they help to bring the tension that are suppressed up to the surface, and the way of breathing and the sound making can help to release them actually, so that they don't go back to the bottom. So it's very important. If you don't know which sounds to make and it's difficult for you, use the sound ah. Ah. Very good. So it's like you encapsulate the tension into the sound. You express the tension into the sound.
And you might not see me do anything. That's just because the wings of my shoulders are moving towards the walls. So the wings here in the back.
You're keeping the position.
Moving outward. For the rest, you don't see anything in me. But I feel the stretch here. This is also a very good exercise to do when you have RSI, for example, or when you work at the computer a lot.
And you can measure also the intensity of as much as you want to stretch by the palm. Now, if you lower it a bit, it will be less intense. If you make it more parallel, you will feel that it's more intense. And then you can relax. But you just keep the knees a bit bent, just a bit bent. How does it feel, Tessa, to do that?
Good.
Nice. Huh?
Yeah, there's really, if you're doing it the correct way, you really feel the stretch here. And it goes all the way. Maybe even all the way like that. So it's very nice.
Very nice. And then we do another position. The second one for today is called grounding. So it's one of the basic exercises. Very, very useful. And here we will stay a bit longer. So we keep the feet parallel again. And but this time we put the big toes a bit towards the middle, towards the center. So a bit like this. And we put the weight on the front feet, but without letting the heels touching the floor. So the whole foot is touching the ground, but the weight is on the front feet.
And the knees are straight, right?
The knees are straight, so they are not looking to each other, but they're looking straight.
I'll just show you like this as well.
So then the big toes a bit towards the middle. The knees are looking straight.
And the weight.
It's a bit in front. And then slowly, slowly, you start first to bend your head down. So it's like the upper body is losing power gradually. First the head. And then this losing of power, it goes to the shoulders, the upper body. And you keep breathing. No, it's good if you breathe all the way down to the belly. If it's difficult, you just breathe only through the mouth. As you can see, this is going all the way down. And the knees are just a bit bent, so even a bit less Tessa. The weight on the front feet. And if you can reach the floor, it's good. If not, it doesn't really matter. And you simply stay in this position. Be careful to let the head go as well and the neck. So the upper body is completely dead, let's say. And this position is very good to charge the lower part of the body, to make it alive, to ground you. Because often once we feel anxious feeling, fear, worries, stress, the breath is low, is high, actually it's short and high, and we feel we don't feel actually the lower part of the body. So this exercise is to compensate. And we stay a bit longer, so take your time, be in that position. Don't be scared if your legs start shaking, that's actually good, let them shake, it's no problem. And also here, just use the sound making to express what you're feeling. You can feel pleasure, or you can feel, let's say, discomfort. It can be challenging the position. But just put the emphasis on the sound. So the sound is really your anchor. That's what helps you to unburden yourself from the tensions that they come up. And because there must be some stiffness also in the body, and this exercise, they help to lose the stiffness. And like this often says, just try to check if you can relax in the discomfort. So to let go of resisting to the discomfort of the position, to let go of the holding of tensions, of the holding of stress. And use the emphasis is on the breathe out actually, and on the sound making, long sound making, long breathe out. Well, usually when we feel anxious or blocked, we have the tendency to breathing, long breathing, and short breathe out, and no sound, because sometimes we feel ashamed or we feel exposed. But it's very important to dare to breathe out and to dare to make sound. The breathe out is really the part in which we release tension or express feelings. And try to enjoy it. You are grounding yourself, you are going back in touch with the ground, with the earth. The lower part of the body is often not taken in consideration, not valued, dismissed. And here becomes the protagonist again, because that's where we feel grounded, we feel healthy, we feel alive again. And also that helps also to develop trust, because the trust is in feeling our legs, that they can support us and that they can move us in life where we want to go. And then slowly, slowly, you can come back to the initial position. So you simply start again to move the upper body up, starting from the lower back, the movement from the lower back, and you keep breathing openly. And then slowly, slowly the upper back comes up. The head and the arms, they still remain a bit dead, let's say. And the head is the last one to go up. You take a moment . Just take a moment to feel your body, how it is after the exercise. And if you feel like it, to have a small walk, to check if the breath is a bit lower, a bit deeper, and if you feel more your legs and the grounding in your legs, more present. It can be also used as a sort of meditative exercise, even if that was not the original purpose, or also in the way that we do a resplendent exercise. They are also linked to our personal way of reintegrating some exercise of bioenergetics in our practice. How are you, Tessa?
Very good. It's very grounding. It's very grounding. I can feel the whole lower part of my body really like a
stronger. Great.
It's really beautiful. And I don't know if you noticed, but my legs were shaky, quite shaky. Mm-hmm. And that's the invitation is to always just allow, like you said, these uncomfortable feelings, actually, these sensations that are causing some discomfort, to breathe and to stay and to breathe and to stay and to allow. And that can help grounding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tessa, for being the model today.
You're welcome. So if you like bioenergetics from our demonstration and you're curious or interested in doing more of this, learning a little bit more of this, like we mentioned before, the coming time we'll be doing online classes on Zoom. And last Monday we had our first online class. We call it a kind of emotional cleanup class. And we did shaking together with people in their own living rooms, and we had some good music, and it was super fun. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, so Saturday the 4th of April at 4 o'clock, we're going to do a 1 hour bioenergetic session together with you. It might not be 1 hour full of bioenergetics. We will be meeting you and maybe also some questions and answers. But you're very welcome to join us. It's much fun to do it together like that in our own living rooms. And we love to meet you like that as well, since we can't meet in person. Now, we will post a link to that event underneath this video once we're done recording it. So like I said, it's Saturday tomorrow at 4 o'clock on Zoom.
Yeah.
And we will also be organizing some more shaking events in the near future, if you want to join that. And more information about shaking is already on our Facebook page. We've recorded a video of that before, an explanation and an intro. So hopefully meet you soon live again, but maybe tomorrow online or another time.
Yes, we are really looking forward. We were really touched last time, and for the beauty of meeting in that way anyway, because there is a connection while we do the same thing and something meaningful and deep.
Yeah, it's amazing.
At the same time.
It's amazing how the group energy can still exist even if we do it just online. But somehow we still connect very well.
And we interact in that way.
It's
So looking forward to see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening. Tomorrow bring also your own yoga mat, or if you have a carpet, it's enough, because we are going to work mostly on the legs, and also with exercises sitting or maybe lie down.
That you'll be doing on the floor, so
Yeah.
something comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.